Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. I was gonna say this is your match reaction, but it's not really a match reaction. It's more like a Euro reaction. You know, the group stages are done. They dusted. I must say, I thought a lot of them were kind of dead.
He's missing Ole.
I am. I'm not missing
You're
Wadi.
missing Ole.
I'm missing club football. You know, I'm missing club football. I'll put my hands up. I am. I am missing club football. But I will say that Clay and I were watching the two group of death games today, and they were amazing. They were proper bangers. So I was happy with the way the group stages ended off. Obviously, we can see what's happening now in the next knockout stages. But gentlemen, before I ask you what you thought of the group stages, any surprises, and just your general thoughts in general, if you are new, to subscribe, to smash a like. It's a happy birthday to myself, 21. So I'm feeling good. Birthday boy. How are you guys doing?
Only legal in some countries.
Yeah, 21 is legal, yeah. Drink responsibly.
Now I feel,
Well, 21's legal everywhere, actually.
that's what I'm saying. He's finally legal in some countries. I'm feeling good. I won't lie and say I watched every game. I haven't, but I've seen the ones I've watched the teams that I think are entertaining. The Italies of this world, the Frances. I guess the teams everybody thinks are entertaining, but some games, yeah, I can't be asked. I won't lie to you guys. But yeah, it's been a good group stage, and I think the level of football has been. And so when it comes to tactics, I do think international football lacks. I won't lie, but it's been a fun watch.
Claire?
Yeah, I think a common theme that we've seen with the Euro so far is teams are playing not to lose sometimes. Because there's a lot of teams that play a lot more scared. So it makes for a lot less entertaining games. So I'm glad with some of the big hitters that really showed off their prowess and really showed why they're here, like the Italians, like the Belgiums, that just really put their mark out there. So it was a really eventful, at least final day. If you guys didn't know, Spain put 5 past Slovakia.
I did know that. I did.
I saw that.
It was eventful. Even though Morata missed the pen, we'll keep on.
It's been a tournament of missed
Rice didn't
pens for
score.
sure. I think
Yeah, and then
Ronaldo.
today was 3 pens
Mm,
scored.
Rice-
Yeah, I think Ronaldo is probably the most pens scored this tournament. So
Yeah. And Ronaldo also broke the record
Now,
today.
Morata's
He
just a
beat
special
Kroos's
kind of man.
international goal record.
damn, there we go. Well, he's a man to break
Did he
records.
beat
so
it?
Yeah, he beat
Isn't
it
there
today.
one more goal towards it?
He got 2 goals
Oh.
today.
He got 2
So
goals today. Yeah.
he beat it and set a new record, yeah?
I mean,
No, 2
It's
penalties.
Ronaldo style.
hey,
It's Ronaldo style.
loud.
Said the United fan.
Said the United fan, exactly. But we love Ronaldo. I do think there were some interesting games. I'm still yet to catch an Italy game. It's not because I don't want to watch them. It's always I'm always doing something with it, streaming obviously or doing something there. So I do want to watch Italy.
Sleeping on
I'm
Italy.
looking at the next knockout game. They're playing Austria. It's not really a game I want to watch, but I feel like I have to watch it because I need to watch Italy at some point because people are talking about Italy. People are saying that they're actually serious. They haven't conceded a goal. They're dominating
And
teams.
they
They're
rotated
boarding
heavily
teams.
in their last game.
Exactly,
And they comfortably
so-
thrashed them.
I think Mancini was flexing in the last game. He's like, look, I can rotate and we'll still keep a clean sheet.
Exactly.
We'll still smack these months.
Yeah.
It was great.
But the Euro, I must say, the group of death went down to the wire. Down to the wire. And
Hungry.
yeah, I mean, listen, with regards to Hungary, obviously they didn't get there in the end. But yeah, applause. I respect them. They nearly did something amazing this
respect.
tournament. So I must say, no one gave them even that much of a chance that they managed to do in the group of death, and they proved everyone wrong. I mean, not really, but they did. If you know what I mean. They didn't.
100%.
They didn't do a madness, but they also did a madness. If you know what I'm saying. Anyways,
They're
boys.
expected to be the Sheffields of the world, just get beaten senses by everyone else in the league.
It was
And they
supposed to be- it
actually
was
took
supposed to
points
be-
of Germany
exactly.
and France.
To be fair to them,
It's fantastic.
I think sometimes we forget that these are like, okay, I know like it's France and Germany, but we forget that these are the Euro finals, So these are the best 32 in Europe. So all the teams will be of a decent quality.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, so special shout out to Hungary. I thought they did amazing this tournament. There was a few teams that we'll get to. Obviously, but the last week that's passed, let's look at some results. So Germany today obviously drew 2-2 with Hungary, amazing. Portugal, France, 2-2 as well. That was a cracker. Spain obviously put 5 past Slovakia. Sweden did 3-2 against Poland. So the games have been flying. I watched this next game though. I watched England versus Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Goodness, I have never seen a more anti-football team than England. Every time I watch England, I am
45
getting
minutes of mwah.
such United vibes. If it wasn't for Grealish and Saka, oh, we would be dead. And I want to ask. Well, I don't say we. I don't know why I say we. You know, I just assume because it feels like United vibes. But exactly. But I'm not impressed by England. I'm not impressed. I don't think even the English fans and the English men and women are impressed as well. So there's that. And there's 2 things I want to ask you guys about England. Obviously, they're into the next round. They're playing Germany. 1, how worried are you guys about Harry Kane's form? And 2, what does Southgate have against Jadon Sancho?
And I don't know. I think, as you said when we were talking online, he's just like Ole. I think him and Ole get along with the way Ole treats Donovan de Beek. Southgate is treating Sancho in a similar way, and
Yes.
I just don't get it. Yes, when you look at the game where Saka played, I guess you can justify it there because Saka was amazing. He was freaking amazing. And I'll put my hand up and say I didn't really know that he was that good of a player. I've always underestimated him, you know. I've always thought Arsenal fans are grasping when they sing his praises. But I was really impressed with his performance. But I just don't get it, you know. Like, you're lacking for creativity, you don't score a lot of goals, but you're one of the best wingers in the world, and you're not even giving him a chance. So, yeah, I don't know.
And then Harry Kane, obviously.
Oh, Harry Kane. I don't know. Honestly, it's funny because people always going about how it's not Mourinho's tactics, you know. It's not there's a Ryan Mason's tactics. Harry Kane can just make it happen, you know. He assists so much, he scores so much, and the numbers back that up. But at the year, he's been toothless.
What do you think
He's been quite poor, and it's a shame because I don't know, to be honest. I honestly don't know what it is because I guess the logical thing to say is maybe he's thinking too much about what lies in his future, you know. But I've never seen him as that type of person. I've always known him, or thought he's quite professional, you know. So you might think that's getting into his head because he's performed under Southgate in the past. So I don't know if we can blame Southgate. I guess that's the fashionable thing to do. But he was top goal scorer or one of the top goal scorers of the
Top
World
goal
Cup under
scorer.
Southgate. So it's a very strange one, honestly. Yeah, and I feel like with him being so bad, England's frailties up front are becoming more evident.
Okay. Claire, obviously Jadon Sancho and Harry Kane.
Yeah. I'll start with the big boy, Mr. Number 9. I think Gareth Southgate has completely just not used Kane to his best strengths at all. Playing Foden and Sterling around him has been the most unsuccessful trial I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen Kane so unproductive. As soon as Grealish and Saka came in, this guy gets 2 fantastic chances. I understand he missed them, but he actually had fantastic chances that he puts away any other day. So I genuinely am not worried about Kane's form. I think he's going to get the chances if you play the right players around him. But if you're just going to play Foden, who's going to have 10 minutes of brilliance and then just fade out the game, you're asking for Grealish to carry, and Kane just to sit by and let it happen. Because the team around him is not performing. Sterling is getting lucky with his goals at best. He's not a Son that can just cut inside and guaranteed going to go for goal and score it every time. You saw it. Whoop.
I knew it. I call it.
That could be a little bit.
It felt like someone shot him. Can't lie,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Sorry, gentlemen. It is quite evident when Sterling hit the post in that game as well. That was a clear-cut chance. Sterling goes for the chip, hits the post. I can't, because I know Harry Kane is just going, Son finishes that every day of his life. Grealish finishes that every day of his life. Rashford finishes that every day of his life. Sancho finishes that every day of his life. So I don't know why Southgate is like this, because I do put the blame on Southgate for Kane not producing right now.
Okay.
I think you play the right players around him, if you play a Saka and a Grealish on the wings around him, you're going to see the Harry Kane who gets many chances. You're going to see a Harry Kane who can put a few goals away every game. Because he was so much better in this last game against Czech Republic. So I really do think it's down to tactics and his player selection. And on to Sancho, I have no clue what is going on. I swear Sancho's got a broken rib and he's just not allowed to actually play, you know? Something has to be going on because this is unacceptable. Sancho's gone like 6 minutes over 3 games. That's not okay. It's favoritism at its finest. That's literally the Donny van de Beek situation. It's a super talented youngster who's just not getting playtime just because. No reason.
I was thinking.
You know, you wonder with these coaches sometimes. Because sometimes you want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're in training, so I guess they see what we don't see. But then, like Ole, what we the fans say comes to fruition. Like
Exactly.
sometimes, you know, you don't have to overthink it. You know, like Grealish is on form right now. Sancho's on form right now.
You play
them,
Grealish and
you
Sancho with Mount in the middle.
I was gonna say
Harry
I'm
Kane
actually.
doesn't get a hat-trick
I'm,
again.
well, okay, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but in a way, I am surprised at how many people are saying, like even like English commentators, English pundits, you know, English influencers, they're all crying out the same thing about Jadon Sancho. Like, what did this man do to not get any
Sancho
game time?
literally got 30 goal contributions with Dortmund last season. And this man
And,
is
like,
not getting played
I
in
love Foden.
full Foden.
Exactly, I
Foden's
love
good,
Foden, but
like,
you didn't have a Sancho
Sancho's, like,
season.
next level.
Exactly, you didn't
Yeah.
have a Sancho season, so I don't
I don't
understand.
understand it.
I also
Maybe
don't
he's
understand.
sleeping on the Bundesliga.
Maybe, or maybe it is
Maybe
just like
Southgate
Clay
doesn't
said.
rate
Maybe
the
it's just
Bundesliga.
favoritism. Maybe it's just
Has to be.
to play
I feel
to
like-
play in favor of Southgate. Maybe it's a tactical masterclass. Maybe he's resting Sancho for these next few stages. You know, maybe he's gonna pull it all
That
out
makes
the
no
bag.
sense,
You know,
though.
so
As much as Sterling has scored 2 goals, I wouldn't have played Sterling. I don't think any of us would have.
Sterling's been
And
atrocious.
with him, I think he's scoring the goals. So the first point I want to make, I think maybe that might be it. I think it might be the Ole mindset at the same time. You know, that sounds bad. As much as Sterling will not help Kane get better or the other players get better, Sterling can go at players and take them on and beat the man. You know. And I think that's what Gareth Southgate is thinking, which
He does
I
that
think
10
is a
times
horrible
more.
coach.
That's
Honestly.
the issue, though.
And yeah. And if you're gonna do that, personally I'd play Rashford. But anyway. And 2, I think he's kind of going the whole loyalty route. That Sterling has scored the goals with me in the past, and I'm gonna stick by him. Which
The Oli route.
once again, it's not the mindset of an elite manager.
Yep.
at
I
the
can't tell you the worst part about this right now for England. I genuinely think there's not a better manager that could take over than Gareth Southgate right now. That's the worst part about this. England probably have the best manager they can probably get right now.
you know
That's the sad
the
part.
one positive I'll give to England is that
They could just hire a foreign manager.
they
I
could.
doubt it.
But
England
you know
is
how England
proper
are, yeah,
Brexit,
you know,
they'll keep it
Yeah, you
inside.
know how it is. The one thing I do find interesting about England, though, you know, I know we're speaking a lot about England, but they
Yeah.
also haven't conceded a goal in any of the group stages. And I know they kind of had an easy group. You know, Croatia's pretty strong, but you know they're not the old Croatia. You know, Czech Republic, Scotland, big disappointment. But they have managed to keep clean sheets, whether it be with Maguire or without Maguire, whether it be with Stones, without Stones, Mings, without Mings. You know. But I must say this: I wouldn't say it's a positive because, almost like United and with Oli, we play pragmatic
Ole,
football.
yeah.
So I wouldn't give too much plaudits, but I know, you know, if you want to play devil's advocate, that is a positive for England, I guess, is that they yet to concede.
It's clear. It's clear what's going on here. It's exactly like Ole. All the talent of the world going forward, doesn't know how to use it. So he rather just make it tight at the back and just let the front players express themselves, really.
At the end of the
And
day, I think,
it's not the right manager for the team, really.
yeah, definitely.
There you
At
go,
the end of the
City.
day, they had a fantastic 45 minutes against Czech Republic and then a very anti-football second half.
I'd
It
say the
was
same about
ridiculous.
when they played Croatia, though. The first 45 minutes looked like they were going to batter them 4 or 5.
Exactly.
But, you know,
It was
just
high intensity,
didn't
it's
come.
fantastic football, the talent's there, and then you just see that the players are lost and then they just park it.
What I
It's
am
terrible.
thinking is, like Moloto said, obviously, everyone in, like, or was it Clay? One of you said it that in the Euros and international football, we don't see the best, most tactical, football. We don't see much tactics going to. We don't see amazing football. But then again, when I think about it, you know, this is a knockout competition. So no one wants to lose. No one wants to just go full out and then risk risk a team like North Macedonia counter-attacking and somehow getting a result. So maybe that's why teams and players and they're just different. It's just different in international level.
Get that.
You have to play like it's
I
Champions
get
League
that
game,
mindset, but once again,
It's not what we want.
that's a
to see,
mindset.
Yeah.
It's not a mindset that Pep would use. I feel like just go if you're really elite manager and believe in your tactics, just play to your strengths. And just batter the other teams. And that's what I think Southgate should be doing, honestly. And with Southgate, in terms of tactics, I agree with the philosophy in general for international football because there's not a lot of time. But with him, he's been in England for a very long time now. So we should be seeing what we're seeing at Belgium with England. They should know their positions. They should know what to do. It shouldn't seem like they're still trying to figure it out so many years later. It's insane that I'm saying this, but I was the only in it. But yeah. It's insane.
Yeah. Well, moving past England, we'll get back to England again. But just to keep the conversation away from the England. Sorry, English fans, if you're watching. But I don't want to ask you guys going on because we are through to the knockout stages. I want to ask you guys 3 teams you guys been impressed with. Maybe it wasn't the teams that we thought. Teams you were disappointed with, and a dark horse now because everyone said Turkey. I laughed at all of you guys, and I was right. So yeah. Basically, 3 teams you're impressed with, a dark horse, and a team that you're disappointed with.
Putting you on the spot.
I'll go first if you
I guess
want.
Italy's
I'll
the
go first
obvious
if you
one.
want. Yeah. Okay.
Fair, go.
I was impressed with Germany. I can't lie. I know they didn't do the best at the end, but I was impressed with Germany. I have been impressed by Belgium and France. Belgium and Italy. I haven't watched the Italy game. I'll put my hands up. But on paper and everything I hear about them sounds really, really impressive. So I have been impressed by what they've been doing. So I want to see what happens there. A dark horse. Some would say England is a dark horse. Some would say England's a dark horse. I feel like they could shithouse something. And a team I'm really disappointed in is Portugal. I'm hella disappointed in Portugal because it hasn't been the best. I've watched all the games. It hasn't been the most pretty. Even Hungary was a bit of a yikes almost at the end. They're grasping at straws. France, I thought they played kind of well, but I thought there was just a cracking game in general. But yeah, I would say I am a bit disappointed in Portugal. So yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, no, I think I'll agree with most of those. I think Italy are number 1 at the moment for me. I think they don't seem to have any weakness. Defensively, they're solid. They look well-rounded. They can hold the ball well. But by doing that, unlike some teams like Spain, they can still penetrate defenses quite frequently. So I've been really impressed with Italy. And we'll see. We'll see if they'll go all the way. I guess if they don't really, judging from the group stage, it's going to be down to other teams just having more talismans, just having more quality. People can just make things happen. Belgium, yeah, no, they've looked good. They look like they know what they're doing, Once again, I think Roberto Martinez has been there for a long time. So they've settled on the system, and it doesn't look like England where it seems like they're still trying to figure things out. And another thing I noticed, as much as I was raving about Lukaku, when he dropped De Bruyne into the team, they just go to another level.
Yeah,
because
that's what I noticed as well. That's why I mentioned Belgium as well, because Belgium without De Bruyne was good, and then when De Bruyne came back in, oh god, they looked like a different level.
They look great.
Thanks.
Yeah. So if I think those two can help them go all the way. I wouldn't say win the tournament. I'm not sure yet, but I think De Bruyne and Lukaku, they can help them go a long way into the tournament. Third team I've been impressed with. Jeez, my life. Germany, no. I guess Netherlands, to be honest, because I think first game I had my disapproves, as you guys know, but I think they as much as I felt like they weren't creative enough in the first game, they've won all 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. They
Yep.
won, and they've scored a good amount of goals in those games. Yeah. So, as much as I feel like it's Memphis, then what? They're still getting the goals. They're still making things happen. So I personally would never trust Frank de Boer because of his of his CV, and I do still feel like they do lack more talismans. Honestly, I really do think they lack that. I just feel like no matter how drilled they might seem, when they come up against the France, I kind of still expect France to win as best as France has been. So, but I think it has to be them. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about results. They won all the 3 games. So yeah, I guess Netherlands is the third one. What I've been disappointed with, it has to be Portugal. It really has to be Portugal because it just looks like a group of players, a group of talented players who are just improvising. Honestly,
I feel like it's not even that anymore.
defense,
I feel like it's back to just Ronaldo and Hope.
Yeah, I was pretty upset that Bruno didn't play today. To be honest,
I wasn't. Can't lie.
I feel like
we need him to carry
he
us.
was taking the
next season.
blame for them getting destroyed. Yeah, I guess, yeah. But I wouldn't say it's Bruno's fault, honestly. I thought, yes, he was a bit down in the second game, but I thought first game he was the most creative player, honestly. And if they're gonna go far in this tournament, they need to get the best out of. If Ole can get the best out of Bruno, this manager can. How? So, yeah, I think they have been quite disappointing. And who are they facing next? Who are they facing?
playing Belgium.
Belgium. Yeah.
Straight in the deep end.
I'm not. I wouldn't want to go.
We'll get there. We'll get to our predictions there. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then a dark horse, Malot?
Yeah. Dark horse. I feel like saying Italy is kind of wrong now because they don't. They seem like they might go all the way, and I'm gonna say Germany. Waiting now because it's Germany and you wouldn't want to call them a dark horse, but I think when you look at their plays, you don't really rate them to go far in the competition, and they did struggle to Hungary today. But I don't know. And this is not, I guess it's not based on them doing well, because they did kind of shackle it, even though they finished second. I don't know, it's a funny feeling about them. I saw them that second game, and if they can replicate that performance more, I think they'll go far in this competition. Because they looked on another level. It looked like we're back in 2014.
If anyone watched Germany in that
I'll say
second
Germany.
game, if you come watch my Indo team, that is how I troll them. You will see that football every week, every day. Tap in for centuries. But, before we go to Claire, I do have a party treat because I was looking at my phone to see if I could find it, and I found it. Because, I would like to go back in time. I hope it's going to be loud enough. But this is Malota in our group chat in that Netherlands game. To put him in his place.
Oh my gosh.
They lack targetments and they lack width to stretch the other team like Barcelona, The only target is Memphis, and it's not enough. Okay, let me keep quiet.
Dude, that was the voice note we heard. It was like, they're lacking a target, man. Memphis is there, and as I said that, they just score, nice. it was the target, man. So that was just hilarious. But yeah, Clay, 3 teams also you've been impressed with, a team you've been disappointed with, dark horse.
I just want to argue Malta with Netherlands a little bit. Because they have a quality team. They really do. I think a backline of De Vrij, De Ligt, and Blunt is a fantastic back 3. I think Dumfries is a fantastic right back. Van Aanholt's a good left back. Frankie de Jong, Wijnaldum, fantastic pivot players. And then you have Memphis and Weghorst. That's a really, really, really strong team that comes straight out of Europe's top clubs.
The crazy thing is, that backline can be stronger.
I don't know. I kind of feel like
backline's missing Van Dijk.
I kind of feel like it's when you say. I kind of feel like it's when you say Southampton are a strong team. But no, I'm just trolling. Look, I don't rate Van Aanholt. I mean, been at Crystal Palace for a very long time, and I've never really rated him. And yeah, the other striker, I keep forgetting his name.
Big
I don't know.
horse.
Maybe
Stop disrespecting
I'm
me.
looking at people I know, which is wrong, because that doesn't mean that they're bad players. But midfield, I rate them because, of course, they've got Dion.
We know why. We know why you rate them.
And
Yeah, we know the Barca players. Why you rate them? Okay.
the front line, I don't know, man. We'll see.
What do you mean? That's your
Well,
front line.
Memphis
next
is
season.
there. You know,
Exactly.
he's not the possibilities. Maybe they've hope.
It's
Maybe
the-
they've hope. Yeah. The thing is, it's Memphis, Aguero, and Messi. You know, it's missing the other two.
Sounds beautiful, but yeah.
Exactly. And Memphis, Weghorst, and Donny Marlin is a fantastic front three as well. Just
Now
saying.
I'll be honest with you. I know one person. All those players you said.
Man, you don't know Wijnaldum, you don't know Dion,
No,
you
I
don't know
no, I meant
Memphis.
of the front three you just said. So
Okay, so Marlon is an Ajax youth. He's 21 years old. He's blitz. He's a poacher. Fantastic striker. He scored a goal when he played. Just
I
saying.
haven't watched a Netherlands game.
And Weghorst finished 4th top goal scorer in the Bundesliga behind Lewandowski, Haaland, and Andre Silva.
Okay.
Just for reference, he
I get
got
in
a
this
20
now.
plus goal season.
Netherlands are winning the years. Guys,
I'm
it's
just
not
saying, they're a good
Netherlands
team.
are winning the years.
They are a good
You
team.
want-
I'd say I
guys are the
wouldn't
wager.
disrespect them too much. Obviously, without Van Dijk, it just doesn't sound as nice. But you know, they're still a good team.
Because Daley Blind has to play in the back line, you know? That's
we
always
are
an issue.
talking about a player like Van Dijk, where it's like okay, that's
Exactly.
It. So
Van Dijk, De Ligt, and De Vrij is honestly the best defense in
It's the
probably
best
the
defense,
entire
yeah.
Euros.
yeah, easy. That's
Simple
easy,
as that.
But yeah,
Yeah, simple as that. That's all I wanted to argue a little bit. That Netherlands actually have a very good squad, and Frank de Boer, the shitty manager, can do it. You know, doesn't matter. So teams I have been impressed by. Oh, then there he goes again. I think the big one I have to say that I was proved a little bit wrong about
Wow.
was Germany.
This is a
Yeah.
disaster, guys.
I kind of have to agree with you there. I think we have turned back the clock a little bit. We've shown some German class. It does look like we're back in 2014 where they're looking like a strong contender, especially in that second game. They
2014.
looked
Yeah.
electric.
Well, in 2014, I would have been 14 years old, but that was like the first proper time I knew what tap-ins were, and I was like, God,
Exactly.
what? They used to smack teams by scoring 4 tap-ins a game in the World Cup. So I was like,
I was so
This-
confused how
this
Germany
team
did not take
is
their momentum
ridiculous,
into this
so-
game against Hungary.
yeah.
It baffles me how they did
Hungary
not
are
pull that
also they're like elites, basically. That's what they are. They're like elites, just in
Yeah.
a more pragmatic
It's
way. But yeah.
off. Exactly. So that was very impressed with Germany. I think one team that definitely stood out a lot was like Czech Republic that really impressed me. Because they looked very threatening against England. They looked very lively in the group as well. And I think they genuinely could have gotten a point off England had Southgate not completely parked the bus in the second half. Because they looked dangerous towards the end of the first half as well. England look very, very frail, and I'm not very excited for them. Belgium look fantastic. And a team that actually really impressed me that I have to say is Denmark.
Okay.
They have come back swinging so hard. They are properly playing with their heart on their chest, and they've made it through. So I'm just very happy about that. And speaking of Denmark, they're also going to be my dark horse, so I'm still sticking with it on my chest. I'm
Okay.
still saying Denmark can maybe push us through, even
Okay.
without Eriksson. They've been fantastic.
What does dark horse mean exactly?
That's just what you think.
Are they gonna
about
go all
us,
the
I
way?
guess. No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
maybe not all the way, but like
A
certainly.
team that's going to upset along the way,
yeah.
that's for sure.
Okay.
But I do think they
Just
could
checking,
potentially
you know.
make it along the way. The next game could potentially be Netherlands, and then whoever wins out of Germany and England. And I think those are somewhat winnable games for them. And those are very tough games, but I definitely could see them going to a semi-final. And I'm going to be very impressed if they do. But one team that I'm very disappointed in...
has to be, right?
Nobody's mentioned Spain. Nobody's mentioned Spain. I'm exceptionally
yeah.
disappointed. And they scored 5 today, and I'm
Well,
still very disappointed.
if anyone watched our prediction video, everyone would know.
Come on!
My standards for Spain were in the bin anyway, so that's what I
Exactly.
expected anyway. So
Jupp
I know
Morata
you
has
two
taken
love
his
Spain.
Juve season and thrown it in the bin. And I'm just so
but also,
disappointed.
also South African people in general actually do love.
James,
Spain.
let me just try to fix this quickly. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Nope. just the Spain has been so disappointing. Their manager as well, the favoritism. I think some Real Madrid players could have actually helped the squad. I do think the squad is good enough without them, but I do think the experience was a bit lacking and showing. You can't rely on Fernan Torres and Dani Olmo to carry you, unfortunately. As much as I rate them as players, I don't think they hold the light to someone like a
Yeah.
Vasquez who had a fantastic season in a Real Madrid shirt, you know?
Like I said, the Spain we watched
Yeah.
growing up.
That's
There will be
gone.
no other. There will be no other team like that. So
It's going to take quite a few years for that reset,
yeah, I mean the
unfortunately.
Don't
David
worry, you
Villas,
guys-
the Torres,
Just don't worry,
Iniesta,
They just
Xavi,
need a
Puyol,
damn
Ram.
striker.
Yeah, it was elite. So yeah.
Oof.
In like 6 years, Pedro will mature. You know, Ricky Puig will be there, and there'll be Iniesta and Xavi reborn. Don't stress.
Yeah, reborn,
But-
yes, exactly.
I'm excited for Olmo in his prime as well, don't worry.
Nah, though, I have to agree with Spain. Like, as much as I love Spain, I do think leaving the Real Madrid players was the stupidest thing
That's a bit
Luis
of a
Enrique could have
mistake,
ever
yeah.
done. Like, I mean, Isco, Alonso, Vasquez, these are players that could have helped them in attack. Yeah, you know. So did I say Alonso? I meant
Biggest
Asensio.
player.
Who the heck is Alonso?
Marcus Alonso.
Well, no, he
Oh
never
yeah,
comes.
okay, he's Spanish.
Jordi Alba's been doing well.
I forget-
Jordi Alba's been doing very well in this team.
No, Jordi Alba's a good player. And
So I'm
today they
impressed.
changed up the squad a little. They brought in is it today? Not today. Whenever they play
Whenever they
against
play,
Slovakia. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
they
today.
changed the squad a little. They changed the defense. I know they brought in Busquets, who, in terms of distributing passes, is still up there. But defensively, yeah, it's a yikes. So I guess
He's just lacking
he-
the legs. He'll always
Yeah,
lack
he
those
was-
legs now.
yeah. I guess he was relying on the fact that Slovakia aren't that great themselves, and they took advantage of that, I guess. But who knows? Maybe this game will be a catalyst or something great. I hope so because I like Spain, and I think okay. Let me not get too far ahead of myself, but it is a bit worrying for them, and maybe it's a long-term project.
Yeah, I think that's a good. But
Yeah.
now, for the main event, boys, I've got the next round of fixtures here. We're gonna be doing our predictions for the next few rounds. You know, so we'll start on
Bad.
my left side. You won't be able to see it back. Belgium versus Portugal. What we say?
Should I go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
I don't want to go first.
I don't want to go first, but I'm gonna. In my heart,
Just gonna
I'm gonna have to blindly follow
put this
Portugal.
target on my head.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say Portugal. I'm not gonna. Don't bet on it. Don't bet on it. I know. You know some people might take my opinion very highly, but don't back me on this. Don't back me on this. I'm just blindly following Portugal, and I'm gonna hope it's Portugal, but
Mhm.
it could very much not be. So yeah.
Are we giving score lines? Or?
No.
No.
Not even gonna attempt to do something as crazy as that right
I
now.
don't know. You know, my international football is not like United and Premier League football. You know?
I mean, I've been getting good at it recently because I've actually been playing the match predictors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nah, I'm convinced here. I think Portugal gonna huff and puff. And it's gonna mean nothing. I think they're gonna lose this game, and they're gonna be outclassed by Belgium.
I don't
I
deny
think
it.
they're just a better team. And
It'd be sad for me, but yeah.
I want to just follow Portugal blindly with you, boy. I really, really do. But just Belgium is one of my favorite teams to win this
It'd be a
as well.
cracking game though. So.
It's terrible. I hate. No, it's gonna be so dull.
Actually, yeah, no, I'm lying. Don't listen to me at the international football. It's gonna be dead.
I
1-0
feel
to
it's gonna be
someone.
so dull. I feel like Lukaku's gonna get one chance, and he's gonna put it away, and it's gonna be like a 1-0, and then it's gonna park
Isn't
it.
it? It's a fixture of the two top goal scorers, isn't it? Ronaldo and Lukaku.
Something like that. There's been a lot of goals this tournament, admittedly. So
I'll check.
I
I'll
think
look.
I think Ronaldo's close up there, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think this is gonna be a very tight affair, and it's whoever turns up on the day. I think we go either way, honestly.
Okay.
But if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Belgium. But my heart says Portugal, 100%.
Yeah, I think at the moment it's Ronaldo. I think he's got 5 goals
Yeah.
and then
So we
Lukaku
can bring up some stats as
got
well.
4. So it's the
Yeah.
fixture of the two top goal scorers. So
Yeah, Ronaldo's on 5, Wijnaldum and Lewa on 3. So Ronaldo's up there, yeah. Lukaku's on 3 as well. Ronaldo's
okay,
up by 2.
there you go. So the only reason I'm blindly following Portugal, by the way, is the only reason I blindly followed Real Madrid. They have a special man in that team, And if that man behind Clayton showed, he can
I
do
hope
it.
today, but man.
He can somehow, some way, this man can pull out something amazing. So that's why I'll blindly
42
follow
pence
them.
today.
So, exactly. He's inevitable. He's just inevitable. So it is what it is. Next game. I don't even want to ask you guys for the prediction for this one. It's Italy, Austria, but like, you know. Yeah. Moving on.
Austria dead. It's done. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm one of the biggest fans. They're dead.
Watch Austria.
I've
Nah, no
watched
way.
Austria. I've watched too many Austria
No
games.
way.
They are dead.
Fair
They
enough,
are
fair
not
enough.
being City side. They are
I'll put
not.
the audio. If Austria win, I'm out of here.
No, honestly, it's one of those games. There's no way in hell will Austria take good
Well,
against it.
All Austrian fans, I tried for you.
I'm sorry.
There's no hope, evidently.
No hope.
Then it's France, Switzerland. Yeah, France, I would say easy done.
Once again.
The next game is interesting. Croatia vs Spain. What are we thinking?
Nah, Croatia dead food.
Dead food.
Honestly. They had a good performance in the last game, but then it was against Scotland.
I feel like this
so-
is a game that could be won on penalties.
I'm going to give Spain a benefit of the doubt here. I think Croatia will rate themselves and go after the game. And I think Spain have struggled so much because of those teams who don't really do that. And yes, I guess they're a pragmatic team in terms of how they play. So they won't be like big go for it, but I do think they'll still go for it to a certain extent. And I think Spain will have more space than they've had in other games. And I think, not comfortably, it'll be a hard-fought game, but I think they'll win at the end of the day.
Okay. I think that I think we'll go to penalties. That's just what I feel. I don't know who will win because it's penalties, but yeah, I think we'll go to penalties.
Then again, I'm probably Spain biased, so probably not the best person to
Portugal
listen to.
bias. So.
I think we'll see Croatia kind of play like how they played against England. And I think they're going to have that confidence to actually finish the chances that they create now. Because Modric is in stellar form right now. Perisic is in fantastic form. They're two big talisman. So I do think Croatia can see this through, weird enough.
So we have a Spain, we have a Croatia, and we have penalties. Right, that's very.
I think Spain just don't know how to finish a damn ball, despite them scoring 5 goals today. They just can't finish. And Croatia have a half decent keeper, so I think Morata's safe. He probably won't score again.
Big set.
Be lucky to get another goal this Euros. But yeah,
Spanish team is so similar to Barcelona, honestly.
It
Like,
is.
remember when Barcelona were in good form last season? They were smacking everyone. It was like 5s and 4s every week. But when they're bad, yeah, it's proper.
I just think
But
Croatia will.
it's-
Be
someone said
comfortable
something
with
to
minimal
United. When United are on it, we can smack teams. But United are shit, or we are shit. So
No.
it is what it
Other
is.
syndrome.
Yeah, it is what it is. Next game, Sweden versus Ukraine. Clay, your team has made it through. They're in the knockout stages. What would we say? Because I feel like
Ah.
I haven't watched neither of these teams, but I want Sweden to win. Just because what's his name? I forgot his name. That player, that striker. What's
Where
his
does he
name?
play? Isaac,
Yes, that's it. Isaac. I like Isaac, so I would like
the
Sweden.
21-year-old
Yeah.
How
from.
dare you. How dare
Sociedad.
you talk about one Sweden player and it not be Victor Lindelof?
How do you not talk about Forsberg, who's literally
Wow.
carrying Sweden on
Okay.
his back?
Wait, isn't
Exactly.
he's not
But
playing for
Victor's been
them?
the rock.
But I'm pretty sure Ilanga's also Sweden, just off topic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ilanka Swedish.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Viva
Ibra-
Sweden!
Ibra- Exactly. But yeah,
Just been there,
the thing with Sweden is, they've got an aging squad and they're very heavily relying on
They
Emil
got a-
Forsberg
they
right
got a
now.
Prime Victor Lindelof, I have you know.
I know, but that's it. That's all they have in defense, really. Unfortunately for them, they have Emil Kraft next to him. The Newcastle reject, in case you've forgotten. But they've just very much been relying on Forsberg to get results over the line for the past 2 games. He's really, really had to step up his game. I think he's got on, 3 goals in the last 2? Something like that? 2 goals? Yeah, I think it's 3 goals, because he scored 2 today and 1 penalty to see them through with a 1-0. So, I do think they've been relying very heavily on him, but Ukraine's last performance was very disappointing against Austria. Ukraine definitely could have beaten Austria, but they very much sat their asses down and just took it from Austria. So if they show some fight, I think Ukraine can go through here. Just because Sweden are overly reliant on Forsberg right now and Isaac isn't in the best of form. Isak, I think is actually pronounced it,
I
but
think it's Isak.
yeah, I think that's how you properly pronounce it, but he hasn't been in great form. I know he has really good underlying numbers, but he hasn't put those numbers to goals anytime soon. So I'm a bit worried that they're not going to be able to do that, and I think Ukraine may just take it. It's
Yeah.
going to be a close game, though. Again. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I want to say Sweden, but I just don't see them as a quarterfinal type of team.
Well, it's
I know that
Ukraine,
makes
of
no
course, the final
sense.
type of team.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I don't know. I find it hard to back a team that struggled against Austria. It's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
Austria.
felt like a fluke, though. That's
But-
all I have to say. Felt like a fluke.
Yeah. I'm just gonna trust Clay's opinion here because I really haven't watched these two teams. So I heard Sweden won their group, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess
Yeah,
that's great.
there's Spain's
But
group. Just in case you're wondering.
Mm.
Sweden won Spain's
It's such
group.
a shame Zlatan's not here
Oh.
because if he
Sweden,
was
okay.
going all the way.
Yeah,
But-
then I would maybe back them to get
Yeah,
over the line to Ukraine as well.
Zlatan was here to win in the tournament, bro. Not just get over the line.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna go for he agrees. I'm gonna go for Ukraine, yeah. Just back
Yeah.
Clay's opinion.
Yarmolenko's had a fantastic Euros as well, so has Yarmolenko. They've been fantastic for scoring goals.
Mm.
And I do think they're going to trouble the Swedish defense, so I think it's going to be a good game.
I've seen some people trouble Victor Lindelof in my past, so yep.
Exactly. And Yarmolenko's going to body him. Yarmolenko's like 6'5", and he's massive,
Well, listen,
you know?
we all know what's Victor Lindelof's weakness. We all know it. There's nothing to hide. Can't win a ball in the air, so it just is what it is. So
Exactly.
interesting to see. The next game is a belter, boys. And I say belter. On paper, it's a belter. It might be dead. England
It's going to be the
versus
worst game.
Germany. And out of all the games we've read so far, I feel like there could be a smacking in this game. I feel like one team can get smacked. Either Germany can smack England or England could smack Germany. I don't know why. I just feel like someone's going to get smacked in this game. And as with Portugal, I don't back it whatsoever. But I'm going to blindly follow that it's coming home, boys. I'm going to back England just because I like them. I like the players. Don't like their manager. I like the players. I like England, in general. But yeah, I've got it's all heart, no brain. My brain says Germany all the way. But yeah, I'm gonna have to back England with this one.
Before I give my opinion, just on the topic of centre backs, Maguire had a good game, gents.
He
I
did
don't
have a
know if
good
you
game.
realised
He
that.
did. He did. I said he was man of the match.
Man was
I
doing
can
the
say this
thing.
as well. If Maguire played those kind of through balls at United, holy shit. The amount
Yeah,
of
that's
assists. he
that
had.
one through. I forgot.
Oh, it was
I forgot who
fantastic.
it was to. I don't know,
It was to Kane. It was to Kane,
Or
yeah.
Sterling, actually.
I think it was Kane. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, dude, it was amazing. Why do we never see that
Great
United?
lines. It was beautiful.
But yeah,
Fine.
this is a tough game to call. And the only reason it's tough is because of Gareth Southgate. Because on paper, England wins this every day, in my opinion. But I don't know. I feel like there's too much
That's
hype.
low
You know?
habit,
I
yeah.
feel like I just feel like the team itself is quite rounded, the English team, and I think they will get it over the line, not Southgate. And yeah, I'm gonna narrowly give it to England.
Have you ever heard more of a United analogy than that?
No.
Don't believe in the manager, but when they have a Bruno and a Pogba, yes, they can do it.
Grealish, Harry Kane. Oh,
Exactly. It's just different.
That's-
Yeah. Claire, what you saying? Is it
One
coming?
Pogba though, guys.
Is it coming home?
Pogba though. Yo.
a big thing they have to
Yeah,
take
he's
into
been playing.
consideration as well is that Mount and Chilwell aren't going to be here for this game.
Mm-hmm. COVID.
They're still going to be isolating because of COVID.
Mm.
So that's a massive they're missing as well. So they might be a
Mount.
bit worried about them without Mount.
Mount's a massive player.
It is though. Mount is good.
Mount?
Mount
Yeah,
is
no,
also
no,
nice.
I'm agreeing.
Oh.
I'm saying not
Okay, but you're doing sarcastically
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
you're being
not wrong.
sarcastic.
Yeah, no. Chilwell is fine to bench bench fodder for sure. You know, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's good to play second fiddle for sure.
Champions League.
Chilwell can go back home. Actually.
Well, I mean, he basically is. He hasn't played a game. But I see one of two outcomes here. I see either England managed to pull off a defensive masterclass and they take it to pens, and
Okay.
they win it through the pens,
Okay.
or I think Germany give them a hiding.
Okay. So you're also feeling the hiding, because the reason why I said hiding is mainly because I feel like Germany could smack England.
If Germany do what they did against Portugal again, if they play at their best,
Exactly.
they're
what
smacking
I'm
this
thinking.
English team like a 4-2 as well.
That's what I'm
It's going to be
thinking
that
as
kind of
well.
game. They're going to make Pickford look like the shit keeper he is.
Pickford, you're carrying them.
Southgate can't afford to be smacked. He's not
Exactly.
leaving the
That's
stadium
why I
alive.
think it's going to go 0-0, it's going to go to pens, and they're probably going to push it over the line just because of the quality of players.
So it's coming home lives a little bit longer is what we're saying. It's living a
Barely.
little bit longer.
Yeah.
Next game, Netherlands vs Czech Republic. Have we called an upset yet? We haven't called an upset yet.
Not really.
Ish. Fuck.
Well, I said Belgium. Okay, it's not. Really.
Fuck it. I'm going
That's
for it. I'm
close.
calling an upset. Yeah, Czech Republic. I'm calling. There has to be one. There has to be one. There has to be. It's gonna be this game.
I would love it. That's it.
Nah,
Wait,
nah, I
who's
think
Spain?
Netherlands
No, but you
could-
see, Spain's thing Croatia. It's a bit 50-50. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Czech
I'm with
Republic.
Croatia.
Just because, just to throw a spanner in the works, I'm saying Czech Republic.
Maybe Sweden, maybe Switzerland's gonna beat France. Who knows?
Uh,
Nah. Now I'm gonna go Netherlands here. I think they're too good for Czech Republic in my opinion, and yeah, I just don't see it happening any other way. I think they look like a decent team, you know. Yes, I do complain about the ability to score goals, but I think they can hold the ball to a really good standard, and I'm gonna back them to go through here.
Clay, you wanna
Mahal.
throw a spanner in there?
No, I'm just so upset at Milot's analysis of Netherlands because I'm pretty sure that they're like top goal scorers out of all the teams right
That's
now.
Czech.
They've scored like 9 goals in 3 games, Milot, and you're just wondering about their goal
Netherlands have
scoring
scored
ability.
4 goals. Eight goals.
8, yeah, 8 in 3 games.
Belgium has scored 7. Italy
Mhm.
have scored 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the top.
So,
they're the top
Milot, would you
scorers.
like to say that again?
Oh, I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
They're literally
They're gonna
the best
struggle scoring
striking
goals.
force.
However,
They will struggle
I will
scoring
be
goals
fair
this
to
month.
Moloto though. Netherlands group are dead.
God, there's North Macedonia,
I take that
Austria.
point.
It's dead.
But again, they are scoring goals. Memphis is looking fantastic. I
only
think
like
whoever he's
Netherlands
partnered
because
up with
Memphis.
the France,
I'll be honest, I'm a
he's gonna
Memphis
do well.
fan, so, yeah.
yeah, and then Wijnaldum's an absolute beast in a Dutch shirt.
I don't
I've
like
never
Wijnaldum.
seen Wijnaldum actually play really well. Man's got 3 goals already.
Traders
this
don't do
tournament.
well.
Yeah, just,
He's a blood
I'm a
train,
United
so
fan. I'm not allowed
he's
to
my
like. I'm
shank.
not allowed to like Wijnaldum. So.
Don't like him because he's going to PSG instead of Barca, but hey.
That's true. We rejected Barcelona. But
This
it's
is
fine.
true.
Actually, this all makes sense now. It's starting to make
Exactly,
sense.
it makes sense.
It's starting to make sense. boys.
Exactly. There we go.
No, you forget there's 2 Balls players in the team, so I still,
That's
I'm not hating on the Netherlands, but I don't know, man. I just feel like they don't have enough up front, besides Memphis.
The weakness is not up front. It really isn't. It's their goalkeeper, Martin Stekelenburg.
No,
Okay?
can you make the
That's
point
the-
that a shit group? I'm riding with that point. They're a crap group.
take it. Take the point.
Oh.
And, you know.
All I have to say is Czech Republic, really good team. I think I do think they're really well coached. I think they look like a strong team, and they do have some Premier League talent in there as well as some Bundesliga and Serie A talent. So I do think there's a potential upset here. I definitely can see Czech Republic going
Yes.
through. I can see Schick putting a few past Stekelenburg, honestly.
Spanner in the
I
works.
can see a lot of people put goals past Stekelenburg, in all honesty. It's just a question whether the Netherlands can score more. And
This-
I don't know how I feel.
the
I don't know if I
irony
rate
is
Frankie Boer that
priceless.
much. No.
Moloto doesn't rate Netherlands. He
I
predicts they're
know.
gonna go through easy. Clay rates Netherlands,
It's funny.
but his feeling is the spanner in the works.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Wow.
I
Will
think it's
you
going to be a
put your
close
money
game.
where your mouth is? Will they outscore it?
I think Netherlands go through.
Viva Czech Republic.
I agree.
Yes.
I think it's going to be close though. I definitely think Czech Republic give them a run for their money.
I would think so, because I'm just basing it on averages. You know, generally there is that one bogey team that goes through, so
Yeah.
I feel like it could be that game. Next game.
Switzerland.
No.
No.
It's Austria all the way. Arnautovic to left.
If that happens, you know, I'm just gonna say Italy do what they
Oh.
do anyways, you know.
That'd be an anticlimax.
Yeah, that'd be a big anticlimax. But last game, the knockout stages, Wales, Denmark. Sonic the Hedgehog moves through to the next round. Will he beat this
That's
Denmark team?
magic.
It's his Sonic versus a very passionate Denmark team with a point to prove, just because of things that have happened. Now,
And how
I
do we?
don't know. I actually don't know. I'm just gonna say Wales because of Sonic. That's the only reason I'm gonna say Wales. In case you don't know who Sonic is, it's pretty obvious. It's Dan James. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm saying Wales is because I would like to see Sonic go a bit more. So
Nah. Wales are dead food. I don't know how they're in this.
I don't know. When I see them, I'm
going
like,
with
what? They're still here.
Aaron Ramsey,
I'm
Gareth
going
Bale,
with Denmark
masterclass
all the
for
way.
one game.
Do they
It's
shit
all
houses? They have to have shit
They
houses.
shit houses. They
They
100%
finished
shit
third, didn't
houses.
they? Bastards.
No, they finished second.
They finished second.
But they shit house
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Aaron
win.
Ramsey turned up
What
for
is
one
that
game.
this group actually?
Aaron
Yeah,
Ramsey and
yeah.
Gareth Bale turned up for one game, Shoni. They turned for one game.
Yeah, shit house.
But you know football, bro. Bale's gonna turn out. They're gonna win. Denmark will be the better team.
Football is
But I'm gonna
cool.
go with Denmark. I think. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go with Denmark here. I think they're the better team.
Come on, boy. Bring it home with me.
100% with Denmark.
Ah,
Wales are going home. Wales are going home. No chance.
but you the Sonic man. How am I left alone defending this guy? What
Because
is-
Denmark's my dark horse.
Fine. Don't back Sonic, it's fine.
100% back Denmark
Sonic
to
is going to
teach
pull off a
Wales lesson.
masterclass. He's going to do the things I see in the highlights today when I watch United's goals. He's going to do all of those things. Score a hattie.
It's going to show Gareth Bale how to score goals.
Exactly. He's going to show the pace. He's going to turn into prime. I don't know.
Mhm.
I got no one to compare him to. He can turn into something. But yeah, I think that. Oof. I've taken.
Do you guys wanna
chances
revise
in
your-
the sector. Hmm?
Do you guys want to revise your predictions in terms of who's gonna win the competition?
Mm,
Next round. Next
Next
one.
round.
Is it the next one's quarterfinals? I think quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like I'm disappointed by it.
bit.
Everyone just disappointed me, so I don't know.
Part of me wants to make a bold prediction. but
Do
maybe
it, then.
just hold it.
Just do it now.
I'm gonna go Belgium. I think Belgium gonna sneak this.
Sneakers.
Yeah, I think they're gonna sneak this. With
That's take out
KDB and
Italy and France along the way, though.
Lukaku. I know.
Okay.
And a bit of an upset, but I'm gonna go Belgium.
If I have to go for like a ballsy prediction, I say the winner between England and Germany win it. Just because I'm looking at the runoff to the final, and it looks like they got a very easy run to the final. So
If it's Germany, I rate that. England in the final.
come on. Football's coming home.
I am still. I'm gonna die on this hill.
I want. Huh?
Denmark.
Denmark.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
they can
don't-
beat Netherlands.
We're not advocating
And-
for this on Saudi.
I know. I think they can beat Denmark, and I think they'll give a good run in for whoever wins in the England-Germany game.
Boy, if Denmark win the Euros, I will buy you a 6-pack next time we go out, okay?
Yeah.
Because Moloto owes me a 6-pack.
I'll take my bold prediction.
Exactly.
I'll take
Moloto
my
owes
bold
me a
prediction
6-pack
for
for
that.
last season. I can't even remember what the bet was. I just remember he owes me a 6-pack, so... If that happens,
Denmark
Dude,
go.
this-
beer's
Denmark
on me.
go though.
Beer's on me. RDA Christmas is on me.
When that happens, I'm never disagreeing with Claire again. Never.
I was ready. I was like, no, I'm gonna die on this hill. Portugal. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I want Portugal to win also, but you, Denmark, you're on your own. You will die on that hill. You will die on that hill. When
That left side
Sonic
is so
when Sonic
dangerous.
puts
I
two
can't-
past them and they go through, you're dead on that.
Yeah, I'll die on the field. It's fine.
Dude, that's like me. I don't even know. That's like me saying Leeds would get Champions League next season or something. Not even that.
Can
That's actually
last,
it's saying
man.
like Leeds would win the league. That's what I'm saying. Leeds would win the league. Hectic. Oof, hectic. It would be an amazing story though if they did do it. So I wouldn't be
Yep.
opposed to it. I'll gladly give that 6-pack away if they did. So hey, yeah, okay. I thought mine was a ballsy one, but that one, oof,
No, we're in proper ballsy.
that one is hectic. Well, if we did last this long into the video, I hope it was worth it for that. 55 minutes here, the Clay team of the RDS predicting Denmark to win the Euros. But
You look
anyway,
like a genius if it works. Honestly. I want this clip. I want it on all our social media.
we will 100% do that. But anyways, yeah, speaking of our social media, I don't ever plug it, but do follow us on our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But anyways, if you did enjoy that video and you aren't, do subscribe if you haven't already. It's the red button down below. It's free. Click it. You can always unsubscribe later if you want, really. If you're not, if you're a fraud. Only frauds do that. Do smash a like, and we will check you. Actually, I don't even know when we'll check you. I've been saying, I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna bring up the S word. I'm also tired of the S word. But one day, hopefully, we will all see you very, very
Tuesday
soon.
nights.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
that's the
when
last games.
the-
Yeah.
Okay.
Last round of 16 is played on Tuesday nights.
Okay, no, today is, well, as we're recording this Thursday, so yeah. Okay, Tuesday. We'll say Tuesday. We'll see you whenever the round is basically done.
Mhm.
And yep, we'll check you all very soon.